Taiwan's healthcare crisis, overcrowded ERs and ICU shortages. Taiwanese actor Li Wei indicted in faith group murder case. Alishan Flower Festival 2025 kicks off on March 10th. Russia launches 267 drones into Ukraine. Conservative opposition wins German election. Vatican gives latest update on Pope Francis. BMW delays electric Mini over uncertainty. Kiplimo runs SUB 57 to shatter half-marathon record.
Hello everyone, I'm Oceana. Thank you for joining us on Funday News. It is Tuesday, February 25th, World Spay Day, and here are your top stories. In local news, Taiwan faces severe ER overcrowding and ICU bed shortages. Premier Zhuo Rongtai ordered a special report while the Ministry of Health proposed 3 short-term strategies: improving hospital bed coordination, strengthening regional hospital cooperation, and enhancing public awareness of medical triage. However, experts remain skeptical about execution. Writer Wang Yun, real name Wang Jiangzhen, is accused of instigating a fatal beating at a religious center. Actor Li Wei, initially a witness, was later listed as a suspect along with his wife. After police searches, Li was released on a 300,000 NTD bail, while his wife was bailed for 150,000 NTD. The 2025 Alishan Flower Festival marks the first full-line railway bloom season in 15 years. Featuring the theme Forest Flowing Art Journey, the event offers a unique experience. The opening ceremony at Zhaoping Station includes a special train ride for 150 guests, with registration starting February 25th. And in global news, according to the Ukrainian Air Force, Russia launched 267 drones into Ukraine on Saturday night in the largest such attack of the war, as both nations prepare to mark 3 years since Moscow launched its full-scale invasion of its western neighbor. Russian drone and missile attacks have, for months, been a nightly occurrence. But Saturday night's 267 drones marked the largest ever such bombardment, breaking the previous record of 193 drones set in a December attack.
Dear comrades, today, in the face of rapid changes in the world, our strategic course towards strengthening and developing the armed forces remains unchanged.
Ukraine's Air Force said it shot down 138 Shahed attack drones, while 119 others were lost in flight without causing any damage. 3 drones flew into Belarus. Russia's record-breaking attack comes just before Ukraine marks the 3rd anniversary of Moscow's full-scale invasion. That operation occurred around 8 years after Russian troops first crossed into Ukrainian territory to seize Crimea and parts of the eastern Donbas region in 2014. The 4th year of Russia's war will begin with President Donald Trump's administration seeking a peace deal through direct talks with President Vladimir Putin's team, but without Ukrainian involvement. Zelensky has warned that Kyiv will not accept any peace agreement made over its head.
Germany's conservative opposition leader Friedrich Merz won a lackluster victory in a national election on Sunday, while projections showed Alternative for Germany doubling its support in the strongest showing for a far-right party since World War II. Chancellor Olaf Scholz conceded defeat for his center-left Social Democrats after what he called a bitter election result, with his party finishing in 3rd place as its worst post-war result in a national parliamentary election.
Merz said he hopes to put a coalition government together by Easter, but that is likely to be challenging. The election took place 7 months earlier than originally planned after Scholz's unpopular coalition collapsed in November, 3 years into a term increasingly marred by infighting. There was widespread discontent and little enthusiasm for any of the candidates. Germany is the most populous country in the 27-nation European Union and a leading member of NATO. It has been Ukraine's 2nd biggest weapons supplier after the US and will be central to shaping the continent's response to the challenges of the coming years, including the Trump administration's confrontational foreign and trade policy.
According to the Vatican, Pope Francis's condition remained critical on Sunday, but the pontiff hasn't experienced any more respiratory crisis since Saturday evening. In its latest update on Sunday afternoon, the Vatican said the Pope was given 2 units of concentrated red blood cells with benefit and an increase in hemoglobin levels. In an apartment set up for the Pope on the 10th floor of Rome's Gemelli Hospital, the Vatican said Francis took part in Holy Mass with those who have been taking care of him during his stay.
The Vatican said thrombocytopenia has remained stable. However, some blood tests show initial, slight renal insufficiency, which is under control. High-flow oxygen therapy through the nasal cannula is continuing. Doctors say this means his low platelets are unchanged, but there are signs of decreased kidney function on blood tests. Generally speaking, doctors say decreased kidney function can be due to many underlying problems, side effects of medications, or due to the kidneys not getting enough blood flow. It's unclear from the Vatican's statement what has caused this, but it appears to be mild and is being monitored.
BMW has confirmed it is delaying the reintroduction of electric vehicle production at its Oxford mini plant. The vehicle manufacturer said multiple uncertainties facing the automotive industry had led to its decision to pause work on the £600 million upgrade of its plant in Cowley. It said it had decided to not accept the related £60 million grant from the government, but remained in close dialogue. The UK automotive industry has been in a long-running debate with the government over its targets for electric vehicle production.
Car makers argue that the required number of electric vehicle sales in the coming years is too high. Earlier this year, the government ran a fast-track consultation on changes to the zero-emission vehicle (ZEV) mandate. Last November, Stellantis cited the mandate as one reason for closing its van factory in Luton. A statement from Mini owner BMW said, "Plant Oxford is at the heart of Mini production, manufacturing and exporting a range of models, which are sought after in the UK and worldwide." In 2023, BMW announced plans to invest hundreds of millions of pounds to prepare the Mini factory in Oxford to build a new generation of electric cars, with production of 2 new models originally set to begin in 2026.
On Sunday, Jacob Kiplimo shattered the half-marathon world record with a blistering run. The 24-year-old Ugandan was competing in the Barcelona half-marathon, where he became the first person ever to complete the distance in under 57 minutes, per World Athletics, which added that the record would be subject to its usual ratification procedure. Kiplimo finished the race with a time of 56 minutes, 42 seconds, and smashed the previous world record by 48 seconds, the biggest ever single improvement on the men's half-marathon world record.
Prior to Kiplimo's incredible run, Ethiopian athlete Yomif Kelcha held the record with a time of 57:30. Kiplimo ran at an average speed of 22.3 km per hour on his way to breaking the record and finished more than 2 minutes ahead of Kenya's Jeffrey Kamworor in second. Kiplimo now has his sights set on the marathon and said he will be resting until the London Marathon in April, where he will be making his debut at the distance. Meanwhile, Kenya's Joycelyn Jepkosgei set a course record in the women's race, finishing in 1 hour 4 minutes and 13 seconds to fend off her compatriot Gladys Chepkurui in second and Ethiopia's Alamsahai Zerahun in third.
The answer for yesterday was B, crackdown. The government launched a crackdown to combat illegal gambling in the region. Did you answer correctly? Now let's delve into today's news. Conservative opposition wins German election. Number 1, coalition. 联盟, 联合. Several political parties formed a coalition to challenge the ruling government. Number 2, confrontational. 对抗性的, 挑衅的. His confrontational attitude made it difficult to reach a compromise. Number 3, populous. 人口众多的. Tokyo is one of the most populous cities in the world. Next, we have a multiple choice question for everyone to practice. You can write your answer in the comment section, and the correct answer will be announced tomorrow. World Spay Day highlights the crucial issue of pet overpopulation. This special day encourages pet owners to spay or neuter their animals to help reduce the number of homeless pets. By raising awareness and promoting these procedures, World Spay Day aims to create a world where fewer animals end up in shelters or face euthanasia. And that's all for today's Funday News. Be sure to tune into Funday News from Monday to Friday and click the link below to join Funday for free. I'm your host, Oceana. I'll see you next time.